Hello! So today I'm coming to you with a brand new reading vlog, and this is going to be the spooky romance reading vlog extravaganza. So it is currently the 26th of October, so we are in the run-up to Halloween. Woo! 31st of October, coming quick. I was about to say she's coming thick and fast, which is lovely. Oh, and I did say it, so that's great. But I wanted to read some spooky-ish books in the run-up, just to get, you know, into the season. So instead of like a horror book, I've gone with a selection of spooky-ish, paranormal, maybe more so leaning romances, because I think this will be a really nice way to get into the season, but still be happy. The books I'm going to be reading over this next week are My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenny Levine, which I've already started. So basically it's about this girl called Cassie, and she finds this listing on Craigslist for a really nice apartment, but for really, really cheap. So she's like, this looks too good to be true, but desperate times, I'm gonna have to go check it out. She gets there and there's this fit guy, but he's a fucking weirdo. He's wearing like really old clothes and he looks very fancy, and the apartment's very like vampire-y basically. Yeah, like My Roommate is a Vampire. I've already started this and it's fun so far. The next book is The Dead Romantics. I feel like this is the least on theme. But it is about a girl that can see ghosts, I believe. So that is paranormal. I feel like that should be allowed to fit into the category. So yeah, very excited to read this. And then to finish it off, this is kind of the one I'm most excited about, which feels the most like Halloween-y to me, is The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. I believe this is about a witch who puts a curse on her ex-boyfriend, kind of in like a joking manner, and then kind of realizes, I don't know if it's years or months or weeks later, whatever it is, she realizes that, oh, that curse actually did work. Now we need to take it off him, because you can't just go around cursing people in the real world. So yeah, those are the books that I'm going to be reading. Let's go have a spooky, ooky, spooky time. Cue the spooky music. Okay, so I am about 100 pages into the book, and so far it's good. It's pretty much just your typical romantic comedy-ish. I don't want to give too much info away, but we're only 100 pages in. Yeah, so she's pretty much just now discovered that her roommate is a vampire. I kind of like that that's happened now, rather than like the whole book just being, why is there blood in the fridge? Why is he afraid of my garlic bread? You know, kind of what I expected it to be, just a lot of like her being stupid basically. But then again, who's gonna go, oh my god, clearly a vampire? Interested to know what his backstory is, because he speaks really posh and he's not aware of a lot of stuff. Like, he didn't know what a saucepan was. Yeah, he's old, but you'd think, because you're a vampire, you've lived through it all, haven't you? So surely you've evolved at the times, or you're just aware. But he's very clearly not. So I'm interested to find out why that is, yeah. I'm about 200 pages, I think, into My Roommate is a Vampire now, and yeah, it's good. I don't really feel any emotional connection to it, but I am enjoying it, you know? I'm not like sat here like giggling at like things that they're saying, but yeah, it's good. He pretty much just lives as a normal guy. Like, we haven't really seen any kind of vampire surrounding things really, other than the fact that he's just really out of touch with modern life. I would recommend it if you want like a slightly paranormally romance. morning. In case you aren't aware, today is 1989, Taylor's version release day. So all morning, all I've been doing is listening to that. Oh God, I'm so oily. I've been sweating, bouncing around my room, as we can see. But I am 246 pages into the book. So yeah. Oh yeah, under 100 pages left to go, which is amazing. I'm definitely feeling on track for getting these read before Halloween, so I'm happy. Yeah, the book's fun. It's just very, you know, I'm enjoying it, but it's very just nothing. Books like this to me are like the TV show that you put on when you're having your dinner and you're enjoying it. It's like a break. You don't have to think about anything else but what you're watching, but you're not like obsessed. It's not like your favorite show that you wait every week to watch and get all excited about, and you know. Gonna try and read a bit more. Probably actually just gonna go back to listening to Taylor Swift, because that the vault tracks on this album, they hit different this time. Yeah, I'm not really a 1989 girl. That's not my favorite album, but we're having a 1989 resurgence and I'm definitely appreciating it right now. And the vault tracks are so let's do this. Let's go through our favorite Taylor's versions of the album so far. In my head, little tier list. Top has got to be Red. That was like, was that album even out before? Because when that came back out, it was like a complete resurgence. It felt new. Do you know what I'm saying? So definitely Red. Next, I'd probably say, I want to say 1989, but I've only just got it, so that feels like a bit early. But I'm just going to go with my gut and say 1989 is next, because it's just so fun, isn't it? It's so fun. I wish it had come out earlier, to be honest. 1989 is a summer album, but it's fine. I'm happy regardless to have it. Then Speak Now, because I know it's kind of people are undecided about it, but I love the Speak Now vault tracks, specifically Timeless and When Emma Falls in Love, and I love Castles Crumbling. I feel like I'm in like a fantasy novel, high stakes, like I just live for it. I feel like I'm in a fantasy novel. So yeah, and then Fearless, we love her, but you know, she was the test dummy. We love her, we appreciate her, but she's not up here. They're all amazing, aren't they? But yeah, I'm gonna get back. Then my little Taylor Swift moment has ended. Just finished My Roommate is a Vampire. Got really strange there towards the end, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the whole thing was weird because it's a vampire in modern society and it's kind of in a comedic way, so it's gonna be strange, you know? It's kind of a serious, dramatic topic, but in like a jokey way. The ending just so weird. I find it really interesting in like romantic comedy books when serious things happen in a joking manner. Do you know what I mean? Or a very light-hearted manner. I just think it's strange. It's an interesting thing for me to read. But yeah, finish this. I'm gonna read The Dead Romantics next. I'm gonna take my dog for a walk and then I'm gonna start this. Very excited. Loved Ashley Postman's other books, so hopefully this will be good. I am literally about to go to bed, but just to update on The Dead Romantics, I am 5 chapters in, well about to be 5 chapters in, so I'm nearly 50 pages. Look what I'm using as a bookmark because I didn't bring my bookmark downstairs. Wildlife Explorer. I think it's a brownies or a girl guide. It's girl guiding, is it? I don't know. It's one of those badges, so I'm a proud owner of that. So far, I don't know if, I feel like we've not really gotten into the actual plot yet, and I am desperate to get through it. I just banged through those 50 pages before dinner because I was like, I want to get to the actual plot of this. But we're not there yet. I want to get there. But I love Ashley Poston's writing because it's like fun and light and really witty, but also kind of like quotable. Yeah, there's something about it that just feels really like, ooh, I want to get my highlights out and underline that. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I don't know if I'm gonna read anymore. I might try and read another chapter before I go to sleep, but we will continue this tomorrow. I was about to say bright and early, but I'm not gonna promise that. Bye. Morning. I've read a little bit more, but that's not what I'm coming in to say. I have been struggling over this Hogwarts puzzle, for like days. I have not been able to get the outside of it complete, and I don't know if it's because my board isn't big enough. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle board and this one's 1,500. I thought that the puzzle pieces would just be a bit smaller, but I think not. I think it's just a bigger puzzle, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. But yeah, I cannot get this puzzle, but I'm going to keep trying. Hello, this is a bit more of an actual update. I'm on chapter 12 of The Good Romantics. The Dead Romantics. And just over 100 pages in. Getting a little bit more into the actual story now. She's met this isn't a spoiler because it's all on the back. She's come in contact with her ghost editor person, I don't know. It's strange because he doesn't know why he's dead. He doesn't believe he's dead. He's like, I never fucking died. I remember dying. And she's like, well, you are, clearly. I'm not gonna lie. I've been skimming it a bit because, yeah, it took 100 pages to get to that point. So the start just kind of, it was a slow start for me. I also have a slight thing which I'm potentially a little bit nervous about. I realised, okay, so this is a romance between this girl and a ghost. They can't touch. And I feel like one of the most parts of romances are like the little, you know, touches and brushes of the arm and, you know, all that cute little stuff. They can't have any of that. He's like trying to flirt with her, like, and she can't feel it. I just got my 1989 Taylor's version vinyl, which I'm so excited about. I haven't gotten any of the other re-recording vinyls. I might go back and get them. I have a Midnight's, Lover, Folklore and Evermore. I'm in love with the vault tracks. And honestly, there's so many more songs on this album that I love than I realised. I'll always say, oh, I'm not really a 1989 girl. But when you actually go through it, I'm like, okay, I love every song, so maybe I am. Yeah, so I got that, and I also got a CD, even though I don't have a CD player because, I don't know, something about it, I just wanted it, and now I kind of want a car that has CDs when I learn how to drive, because this is so cute to me. Okay, I'm kind of enjoying this little bit here, which might make me sound really sadistic, but I know that other people will get what I'm saying. So he's crying because he's dead, and who would want to be dead? And yeah, enjoying that very much. That sounded insane. Potential spoiler warning if you haven't read The Dead Romantics or The 7-Year Slip. I wouldn't watch this. I'll put a little timestamp. But the guy in this is dead, allegedly, and she's like, he's dead, like he's dead. But he's in The 7-Year Slip, which is set after, like very briefly. So how does he come back to life? My theory is that, because he got hit by a car, is what they're saying. So my theory is that he's in some sort of coma, and that's what's going on. But that's not dead. So why is he a ghost? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, maybe because people can die for like a second and be declared dead and then they're not dead anymore suddenly. But that can't be the case because it's going on for days. And, his body isn't going to be dead for days and then suddenly like, ugh, And if someone's brain dead, they're brain dead. You can't turn their brain back on. So I don't know. I think it's going to be like he's in a coma situation because he just said, is it normal to hear like voices in the back of my head, like people talking? So obviously that's probably like doctors. I'm so smart. I need to hoover my room and fold clothes. Do you want to watch me hoover my room and fold clothes? Is that content? Yeah. Okay, well, I was downstairs getting my washing to fold. Something kind of exciting came. Okay, so I saw on TikTok these editions of classics, which I just thought were the most gorgeous books I'd ever seen. So I got this Little Woman one, probably like a week or two ago, maybe a bit more than that. Look how beautiful it is. It's all like painted, and well, it's not actually painted, but it looks painted. Oh, gorgeous and so thick. But basically, Jess Hastings, author of the Magnolia Park series, which is one of my favourite series, is coming out with a new, I don't know if it's a new series or if it's just a new book, but it is a Peter Pan retelling, I believe. And she basically gave us all some homework, and she said, read J.M. Barrie's original Peter Pan. That's what this was inspired by. It'll give you a better understanding of the book. So I got another copy of these gorgeous illustrated, like, good. Look at this book. Are you kidding? It looks like painted. It's so beautiful. It looks even nicer in real life. I'm just obsessed with, it's just fully art. It just looks like a picture you could put on your wall, but it's not, it's a book. I'm obsessed, and I'm actually excited to read this because it is not very long at all, so I feel like it's going to be a cute little moment. So cute. I'm obsessed. I want more. I want all of them. Not gonna lie, I am kind of skimming at this point. Still kind of really honestly getting the full gist of the book. Whatever, I'm on chapter 32. So it's like 9 o'clock, so hopefully I can finish this morning. Not drag it out for the rest of the day, because I really just want to read the XX now. I loved her other book, so I think it might more be maybe timing is just not right, or for the book for me, or I don't know. As you saw, I've just been making like my spreads in my little journals, one of my favourite things to do every month for November, but it's like 12 now, so I think I'm gonna start the XX. I have really, really high hopes for this book. The other two have really just been like 3-star-ish reads for me, which is fine. That's not a bad rating in my opinion for me, but it's just, I would really like to really enjoy this book, so I'm gonna give it the absolute best chance I can. I'm gonna put on some like whimsical, slightly spooky music. Got my little candle on. I think I'm gonna go make a cup of tea, so I'm really gonna try and give it the best chance possible. Please excuse my bed situation. My dog walked all over my bedding with his muddy paw prints. Time. Flew through those first 50 pages, so that's a good sign. Little brief introduction to the book. Vivian is a witch. She has a very brief romance with this other witch guy called Reese, but he's just kind of like there for the summer. Then she finds out that he's meant to be engaged, and she's like, okay, get out of my house. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll go then. Then it's 9 years in the future and he has to come back for some reason. And it just so happens when they originally broke up, her and her cousin did a little like pretend curse on him, but I guess it's probably not that pretend. But yeah, it's really fun so far. It's really dark today, oh my god. I just finished the XX. I didn't really do any updates because I wanted to get this up by Halloween, so I just had to get my head down and read it. Couldn't be sat there talking about it all day long. I don't know how I feel about it. I enjoyed it, but to be honest, I think I'm romanced out. I don't even know what I want to read now, but definitely not another romance, so it's difficult once you're like halfway through a book and you're like, oh, I'm not really in the mood to like watch people in love anymore. Rarely feel that way, but I did. It definitely has all of the fun, spooky, light spooky elements that make it really like nice to read around this season. I'd be interested next year in reading some of her other books because I know she's got some other ones in the same kind of series. I think my favourite out of the three is either My Roommate is Vampire or the XX. I feel like I like them kind of similarly. I didn't expect to find like a book that I became completely obsessed with, because it's very rare these kind of books that you feel that way, because how much can you really expect in like 300 pages? It's a good time. That's the purpose of them. Yeah, I'd recommend all of them. So I'm just gonna wrap this up right here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've had a really fun Halloween season, and I can't wait for Christmas. So let's go, my favourite time of the year. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.